Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your gameplay for the F-15J. This is a currently rank 8 battle rating 12.3 fighter in the Japanese Air Force's tech tree and currently caps off that tech tree after the F-4EJ Kai. Now this vehicle is pretty special because it might very well be the best F-15 in War Thunder as of current, thanks to these little bad boys right here, the AAM-3s. These are not thrust vectoring, but they do have IRCCM, and they do have much better overload than the AIM-9Ms, which are pretty decent in and of themselves. So, because of that, these are pretty damn nasty missiles. So they are more or less just extremely powerful. I believe they are smokeless as well, and they do track very, very well. So this does, in my opinion, go a little bit better than what we see here with the Baz, as this has Python 3s. These are very good in and of themselves, but they do not have IRCCM, and of course, just a touch better than what we see with the F-15A right here. So, that being said, we're going to get into a few matches here, see how this thing does in Air RB. I have full hopes that this is going to be a nasty mamma jamma, but with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, we have ourselves an F-15 of some kind. We have to shoot down my brother, or shoot at him rather. Probably not going to be able to shoot him down. Highly doubt it. Such is life in War Thunder. You shoot at, you don't shoot down. This is kind of how it is, unfortunately. Let's see, can I actually shoot? Oh, wow, I got myself a kill! I'm so excited! Oh, Lord. Okay, so, So, as I said before, I have not done well with this aircraft. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't really understand the intricacies of this aircraft. That's possibly it. I'm not going to deny that. I mean, I'm not the brightest cookie in the box, so to speak. And me saying that just kind of proves it. But there's something about this aircraft. Ooh, it just locked onto itself. That's always fun. But there's just something about this aircraft that it just doesn't feel like it's as successful, at least in my hands, compared to other aircraft. So let's see, can I hit him? I can! Wow! There we go. Got myself a third kill. I feel very special now. But overall, let me know like what your experiences are with this aircraft in the comments below, because genuinely, I am interested. I have no idea if other people are kind of having similar-ish issues like what I have with this aircraft. Like I said, I don't think it's bad, but this is by no means the F-15 of lore, of legend, you know, where it's got like a bajillion to nothing kill-death ratio in real life, right? Like, this vehicle is obviously not performing as well as it does in real life, and I think part of the reason is just because it doesn't have the weapons package that it does in real life. But when it is equipped with a, you know, when you have a competent enough team, I mean, you can do pretty well. I got 4 kills right there. And the other guy in the F-15J had 5 kills. Look at that. I was even topped in this match. But that said, let's get into another match. But thus far, I've been a little lackluster with this thing. Ooh, look at that. We have an F-4S. Let's go ahead and see if I can... Ooh, he is flying on the... Nice! On the best side of this mountain for me. Come on, let's go see... Ah, someone got him before me. Anyways, so I kind of feel like this vehicle, when it comes to close range, as one might expect, it's not going to be quite as good as the F-16. It just doesn't have the maneuverability, the size, and all that to be as good. However, I do actually really like this thing insofar as, like, mid-range is concerned. Now, AIM-9Ms, they're not fantastic by any means. However, they aren't bad. And so what I'm kind of finding out with this plane in particular is that it can do a whole lot of the of its best work with its radar-guided missiles because its radar is so damn good. I mean, it's not fantastic, again, by any means. However, it's pretty damn good. Ooh, that was an ugly one. Relative to, you know, the F-16, for example, it just has a better radar. Is this thing still flying? I guess it is. Okay, let's go ahead and see if I can lock that on. Hopefully. And then I'll go ahead and lock on this Su-27 if I can. But it just seems like so much of this aircraft is much better in a mid-range role because its radar is better than what we see, at least in my opinion, compared to the F-16. You know, and it still has really nice performance overall. So let's go ahead. Ooh, got the kill. Very nice. But I'm not going to get that second kill versus, I think, that Mirage. But I do still have AAM-3 left. So, oh, I think that guy may have been shot, or he's just flaring off a lot, as one could expect the Mirage to do, when he's being surrounded by pretty much the entire team. So, I want to hear your opinions. I don't even know if I've asked this before in this video, but I want to know your opinions on this vehicle. What do you guys feel about this, right? Like the F-15. The F-15 in general, I'm saying. I'm not saying, like, you know, the F-15J or the bots or whatever, right? I want to know what you guys feel about this vehicle in general, how it performs in or War Thunder. I was going to say Warcraft. I kind of wasted that. But I'm interested, you know? Do you guys feel like this is a good vehicle for War Thunder? Do you guys feel like... Oh, wow, I'm actually doing okay here. Very quick kills. A little bit of a waste there, though, with that one AAM-3. But what do you guys think? You know, like, honestly, in my own opinion thus far, this thing is kind of... It's definitely been worse than what I was hoping for. Worse than expectations in some ways. And, you know, that in and of itself is a bit of a disappointment. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed with how I just kind of performed right there. I didn't really do too much to defend myself. But, honestly, I have gotten, with the J11, with the R73s, I had far more kills, a better success rate than I am with the AAM-3s, despite the fact that, technically speaking, the AAM-3s should probably be a little bit better. They have a little bit better flare resistance, if I'm not mistaken, but it just doesn't seem that way. Also, to kind of continue on what I was just kind of saying, I want to know your opinions. Do you think that this is the worst? Like, where do you think this sits? Right? Like, I don't want you to be like, oh, well, you know, Tengisan said it's not good, so whatever. Right? Like, this is not a bad. Wow. Holy crud. My man, the F-14 just got loads of kills. Anyways, so I don't want you guys just thinking, oh, well, you know, I said one thing, so it's got to be. Because obviously that's not the case. As you can see by how I'm launching my missiles, it is not the case. But I want to know, how would you rate this vehicle, right? Like, compared... Ooh. And yet I still got a hit. I accidentally pressed the chat button. I couldn't control my aircraft, and yet I still got a hit on him. But he got... that sucks. But where would you rate this in comparison to... I don't know. In comparison to other aircraft, right? Like, I've played the Gripen. Gripen, fantastic aircraft. I love the Gripen. It's just been awesome for me, right? Where would you rate this in comparison to that? I don't know. You know, in comparison to the Su-27, in comparison to the J-11, in comparison to all these other aircraft, where would you rate this insofar as, I guess, like, the aircraft release and air superiority? I'm not sure I would rate the F-15 in the top half even. But again, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's been kind of a weird thing because ever since all those people were banned, I can tell you this, my missiles have been landing far more accurately, and I heard that a lot of some of the cheats that these people were using were auto flares. So if that's the case, then maybe that's part of the experience I had. Like, the first two matches I had in this were before all those bans happened in December 2023, so who knows? But either way, thanks so much for watching. If you don't mind, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. To be honest with you, flying this thing thus far, a little frustrating, but it feels like it's been better since after those bans happened. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's just coincidence, maybe not. But either way, thanks again. I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.